Hello and welcome to the second part of my ATM series. Last part we made this, the tile tool, and today we're going to start the hogging out of the mirror, which is getting down to the right depth in the center so we have our desired focal length. So to find how far we have to go down into the center of the mirror, we use an equation. We use the equation little r squared divide 2r, where little r is the radius of the mirror. So in this case, 75 millimeters. This is a 6-inch. Divide 2r, which was the big R, is the center of curvature. So say when we have the curve in this, if you made a massive sphere, the center of it is the center of curvature. However, of course, we are grinding this into a parabola, so the focal length is half the center of curvature. Okay, I'll put that down in the description. Alright, so if you plug some numbers into that equation, and for me, I want approximately an f8 telescope, so I need to grind down close enough to 1.2 millimeters. So I know this 5-cent coin is 1 millimeter, so by the time I'm done here, this needs to easily be able to slide under my straight edge here. And at the moment, of course, it does not, because it's flat. Another important thing is, before we start the grind, you need to make sure the edge is beveled, so nothing chips off and scratches the mirror, etc. My mirror came beveled, however it's not at a 45-degree angle, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so basically the equipment I have here is obviously the tile tool, the mirror, my coarsest silicon carbide grit, which is 80, a spoon for getting the grit, I have a spray bottle for applying water to the mirror. We always work with a wet glass, otherwise, because we don't want to breathe in glass dust and whatever else, and also a container of water for washing the mirror. Okay. Alright guys, so now for the grinding part. We're going to have the mirror on top and the tool on bottom, so we need to make sure that the back of the tool is rather flat so it doesn't rock around as we're grinding. So you need to file that down, or if you made it flat, good. So the mirror will be on top, beveled face down obviously, and this first stroke that we're going to do, we have about 40% overhang of the mirror. So, and we're going to go back and forth. So basically the center of the mirror, go back till it intersects with the outside of the tool, and then forward until it intersects with the outside of the tool. And then every about approximately 7 strokes, give or take 2 or 3, we're going to rotate this a random amount one way, and rotate the mirror around a random amount the other way. Now, if you're like me, you've got a bit of epoxy on the tiles, doesn't matter, because that will grind off pretty quickly. I'm going to do that for approximately 15 wets, which is about 15-20 minutes of work. In case you're wondering, a wet is whenever you need to add more grit or water. And after that, we're going to see how much impact we've made onto the center of the mirror. So I'll do the first few on camera here, and then I'll skip to it I'll skip till I make some progress. Alright guys, so take some grit. I'm not really sure how much to use. I think about, I don't know, half teaspoon maybe. Just sprinkle it around the mirror. keeping in mind, it's probably too much, but keeping in mind that 40% of the mirror is going to be overhanging, so I probably, yeah. Oop. Although, I suppose we are rotating, but whatever. Add water. Well, now the spray bottle's not working. Hang on. Okay. Not really sure how much water to add either, but we'll find out, I suppose. Up we go. Over we go. And you want to put a fair bit of pressure on it because it'll go faster. However, keep in mind you don't want to tire yourself out. I'll do the rest off camera and I'll be back when I make some progress. Alright, I've been going for, I don't know, a few minutes now. And I don't know if you can notice, but I definitely do. The sound is much higher pitched now, as you can probably hear. So that basically means the grit has ground down a lot more. So we need to add more. And yeah, I'll keep doing this for 15-20 minutes. And it doesn't really matter where you sprinkle it, as you can probably see, as it all averages out anyway. Probably don't need more water, it looks alright. But, okay, see you soon. Alright guys, it's been about 20 minutes. I've done 15 wets, so I suppose we'll see how much progress I've made. To be honest, it actually went fairly quick. Once you get into a rhythm, you know, you sort of, it becomes much easier after like 5 minutes or so. You sort of get into a rhythm of backwards and forwards, rotating and whatnot. So yeah, I did actually wash everything about halfway through. I think I'm gonna have to start to do that every 5 to 10 wets or something. So yeah, I just need to quickly clean this off. And honestly, I made an absolute mess, as you can probably see. That's alright. Yeah, so I'll just clean the mirror and tool, and I'll be right back. So as you can see, these tiles have changed colour. Now, I'm guessing that would be because of grinding them down. However, or maybe smeared epoxy, I don't know. I'm sort of hoping it's not because they're being ground down, because as you can see, there's obviously concentration on this side. So I think in the next stage I'll have to do a few more on this side to even it out or something. As you can see, this one's barely got anything. Or maybe they were sitting at different heights, I don't know. I don't think they were though. Anyway, now the actual important part, or the exciting part rather. It felt like it made a difference, but honestly I have no idea. Oh sweet, oh okay, that is good. That's very good. Okay, so I'm about, I probably am about a quarter of the way there. Hang on. Yeah, probably. The curve extends pretty far out though, so that means I have to shorten my overhang. It's probably nearly halfway, although I've got to keep in mind that I actually need another 0.2 mils off the 5-cent coin. Hang on, I'll just grab the camera and give you guys a look. Alright. So, this is not really ideal. Alright. So as you can see, there is definitely an impression a pretty even looking impression too. Definitely deeper at the center and comes all the way out to the edge. And as you can also see, or I'm not sure if you can see that, but the 5-cent coin is definitely not fit under quite yet. I think I'd say it's fairly even across all parts of the mirror, or at least I hope it is. Yeah, it looks pretty consistent. Yeah, it doesn't quite extend to the edge. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yep. So, okay, that's great. It does feel like you're making a difference. You can kind of feel the curve as you're grinding, I think. Or maybe I'm imagining things and going mad. I don't know. Bit of both, maybe. But, yeah, I'm going to quickly fill my tub of water back up. And I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. That's another 10 wets. I've got to say, my back and my arms are getting pretty sore. I'm putting a fair bit of pressure on it. Maybe I'm just being a sook, but I don't know. Yeah, that took a bit longer that time. That again took about 20 minutes, and I only did 10 instead of 15. So, I don't know. But, as you can see, the tool gets quite dirty. And you sort of get this this stuff building up around the side, and it really does. It looks and feels like sand. And that's quite annoying because as you grind, it builds up and it goes over the top, and it sort of makes the mirror. As you're grinding, it sort of slows you down, and you get an uneven or almost sticky sort of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna get cleaned up here. Give us a sec, and then we'll see if I've made any more progress. Alright, so I'm back, washed everything off, and as you can see, the tool, it looks much more even now. I didn't really concentrate on one bit. I sort of just forgot about it, and everything seems to have averaged out. For memory, I think the white colour came first, so I mean, it would make sense because here we have black, white, and this brown colour. So I think the whites are the parts that have been ground down less. So as you can see, this side's still not ground down as much, as we have fairly thick black part there. But like I said, these tiles might have been on perfectly. I hope it doesn't matter too much. Anyway, and as you can see, well, as you probably can't see because I'm not holding it in front of the camera, and my camera's about to run out of battery, which sucks. The mirror, the glass mirror blank, I don't know if you can see that or not, is starting to get a rather frosted appearance. I think that's a good thing. And those strange markings that are on it at the start are completely gone. Got a fairly deep curve in the middle, and towards the edge it stops on both edges. It seems fairly even. It does seem fairly even. The 5-cent coin, what am I doing? The 5-cent coin doesn't quite fit under yet. Hang on. Can you see that? Not really. It's a bit difficult with the camera. But it's just about there. However, like I said, I do want to go a bit deeper than that. So, I think I'll continue with a little bit of overhang until I can get that 5-cent coin under. And then yeah. What am I trying to say here? I don't know. I've only got 3 minutes left because this is about to run out of battery. But point being, I think I don't know. I don't know if I'll continue this today or tomorrow. I need to charge the camera. What am I doing? But yeah, so far I've been really enjoying this. I think I've made some pretty good progress. I mean, it's only been an hour. I'm not sure how much I have left to go, but hopefully not too much, because definitely using up a fair bit of my grit there, which you can't see because I'm accidentally zooming in. Yeah. Alright, I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh, one other thing I should mention. Probably would have been best to make this as smooth as possible, because getting the grit out of all these little bumps and stuff is going to be pretty annoying. Because of course, when I change grits, I don't want the coarser stuff left behind. Anyway, I think that's all I'll do for today. Or maybe I'll do a bit more, I don't know. Charge the camera up. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Alright guys, so I decided I'd just keep going. I sort of want to get the rough grinding of the hogging out done today. As you can see, the tile tool is looking much more uniform than it did. I mean, over here still looks a bit more, I don't know. It's hard to say, but if I get an original tile, you can get an idea of how much, you can't really see it, yeah, of how much I've ground down. It's actually a bit less than that, because this is actually this tile sitting on top of a thin layer of epoxy, but still, it's a fair bit. As you can see, made a massive mess, but that's probably a good thing. And more importantly, the mirror. As you can hopefully see, it doesn't really show up very well on the camera, but it is looking it's got a much more frosted appearance than what it did last time. So this was after another 10 wets. So in total I've done 35. Sorry guys. So yeah, as you can see, I'm probably about 3/4. It's not really center, is it? Hang on. Yeah, I'm probably about 3/4 of the way down of the 5-cent piece, which is 1 millimeter. So this is taking a while, but that's fine. As you can see, the curve spread out still fairly uniformly, I'd say, and is much closer to the edge now. It's a bit difficult holding the camera, as I've probably said 500,000 times by now. I was going to say, what the hell, it's fitting under. No, I've just got the end on the tool. Yeah, it's probably more than 3/4, to be honest. It's bloody close. Alright, I'm gonna keep going. I'll do probably another 10 wets, and I'll report back to you guys. Alright, I'm back again, and the camera's getting really low on battery now, but yeah. Right, I did another 10 wets. How long did that take? That took about 15-20 minutes again. The tool seems to be looking pretty good. I was sort of experimenting a bit more, as you can probably see by the amount of mess I've made, on how much water to use. Alright, sorry for the cut there, guys. I don't know, it was recording. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then I'll probably cut it out of the video, so never mind. What was I saying? Yeah, so if there's too much water, it seems to disperse too quickly. So I mean the tool's fairly wet after a little while anyway, but I think when you sprinkle it on, if you just change the colour of the grip by slightly wetting it, that seems to work pretty well. It is very, very close. It's like just the top rim of the coin that's not letting it slide under. I'm back. Okay. After another 10 wets. Man, I've lost count now, so what's that? Have I done 3 lots of 10 and 1 15? 45 or is it 55? I'm not sure. But here's the tool. So say that's about the height. So I don't know, I've probably done under half a ground off. Bit under half the tiles. Mirror, which has got a big drop on it. Again, doesn't look much different. However, hopefully this 5-cent coin's gonna fit under this time. Mind you, I probably wouldn't bet on it. So here we go. Looks better. Will it fit? I'm not sure. Hang on. Let me grab it. Come on. Guess in the comment. Did I? I just showed it. Never mind. Yeah, no, it does not fit. Oh man. Oops. Oh, come on. Oh, what's this? This does fit. Oh yeah. It's not rocking at all there. It fits. Oh crap, I just realised. Sorry guys. I just zoomed in by accident. Sorry about that. But it fits. Woo! It doesn't rock or anything. That's awesome. Whoops, why not? Sorry, I got a bit of a cold. You can't see that. Yes, you can. There we go. Ouch. Sorry. Yeah, as you can see, it goes basically to the edge now. And if I rotate it, oh, let's recenter the coin. Does that look centered? That looks centered. Yeah, sweet, it fits. The curve's looking pretty good. I think I'm just ready to go on to zero overhang and just do backwards and forward stroke now. I think. So yeah. I mean, it really is just about to the edges. I suppose I'll just do 5 or 10 wets of that and then I'll call it a day. However, mind you, I still need an extra 0.2 mil on there. I mean, 0.2 mil is not much. What was I gonna say? And you gotta remember, this is slower than F8. So if you wanted to make like a, I don't know, an F5 or something of a bigger scope, that would take forever, I gotta say. I mean, how long is it taking me to do this? It's taking me like 2.5 hours. Oh, it's not too bad, I suppose. Didn't feel like 2.5 hours. It's been pretty fun, I gotta say. But to be honest, I don't really care too much about the focal length. I think during the fine grinding stages, I'll just I won't flip it over too much, as that will make it faster. I'll just keep the mirror on top most of the time. So I don't think it should matter too much. I'm not that concerned about the focal length at all, really, because I'm not really going to use this scope that much, as I've already got an 8-inch. Oops, I zoomed in again. But it's about to run out of batteries. Bloody hell. Quickly, I'll just... Hang on. Alright, so quickly I'll just show you the next step that I'm moving on to. I probably won't do much of this today. As you can see, I'm nearly out of grit too. That's alright, I'm basically done with this. Just very quickly, I think I'll move on to basically the, what do you call it, the fine grinding stages, where we're smoothing out the mirror and whatnot. And basically, so what we're going to be doing is, instead before, for the last, I don't know, 30 odd wets, I had about that much left over, hanging over. Now we're going to get a 0 and go to about 1/3 either side, or 1/6 either side I should say. So as you can see, not very much. It doesn't go over too much at all. It's just basically to just even out and spread the curve all the way to the end. But other than that, it's pretty much the same procedure. And so, oops, that's too much overhead. But yeah, and then after a while, move on to the next grits and whatnot to smooth it out. But called an end for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making this video, because I'm really enjoying this mirror making. See you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.